What would happen if all of the sudden the Kryptonians of the new Krypton planet became communists? How will it impact their way of living? Well, let's just say to begin with that if the 1000 citizens of New Krypton suddenly embraced communism, it will shatter their deeply entrenched, highly traditional societal structure. You see, in the mainstream DC Comics lore, Kryptonian culture is notoriously rigid, aristocratic, and strictly divided into specialized guilds, which are the military, science, the artists, religious, and labor. A sudden shift to communism, aiming for a classless, stateless, and moneyless society where the means of production are communally owned, would essentially spark an overnight ideological and structural revolution. So let me tell you how this shift would realistically impact their way of living, their internal politics, and their relationship with the universe. First of all, or at least there will be, the total collapse of the guild system, which is the traditional Kryptonian life dictated entirely by destiny from birth via the guild system. Basically, it means that if you are born into the science guild, you study science. If you are in the military guild, you serve the state defense, and so on. First thing, there will be the uprising of the labor guild. Under a communist shift, the labor guild will seize the means of productions, which on New Krypton includes advanced sandstone technology, robotic labor forces, and terraforming equipment. There will be also abolition of titles. Elite houses like the House of Hell, of the House of Zod, or the House of Zod, will lose their aristocratic privileges. Kal-El, Superman, will no longer be viewed as a scion of a great lineage, but simply as Comrade Hell, an equal worker. Then there will be the redefining of a post-scarcity economy. Kryptonian technology is so advanced that it borders on post-scarcity. They can synthesize almost any material using sandstone crystals. However, their society still maintained hierarchies and restricted access to data and tools based on guild status. There will be collective tech distribution under communism. Private or guild ordered technology will be completely decentralized. Advanced medical tech, phantom zone projectors, and genetic engineering matrices will become public property. There will also be the end of genetically assigned fates. Kryptonians in a communist New Krypton will likely dismantle this system, allowing individuals to choose their own labor path. Also, the military's new role will see figures like the General Zod thrive on supreme authority and nationalistic fervor in a communist framework that wouldn't really be possible and would either have to be restructured into a People's Red Army, completely subservient to the collective, or Zod will stage a fascist counter-revolutionary to preserve the old aristocratic order, which is more likely and truthful to the character. The council also will be dismantled. The ruling science and military councils will be replaced by localized worker councils, the Soviets, coordinating production and resource allocation across the planet. This, of course, is heavily H's The Famous Alternative Universe comic Superman, Red Son, where Superman's ship lands in Soviet Ukraine instead of Kansas, causing him to become the champion of Stalinist communism. On New Krypton, however, you would have an entire race of Red Son Superman and Supergirls. Ultimately, New Krypton will transform from a cold, sterile, and dogmatic alien aristocracy into a highly efficient collective, collective powerhouse, one that would either achieve a utopian post scarcity commune or terrify the universe by attempting to forcefully liberate it. Thank you all for watching, and as always, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.